Welcome! In this video, I will show you a very well-known, strong opening I bet you have played before. The Italian opening. This opening's most influential player was Palladio, who analyzed this in the 16th century. This opening provides a win rate of about 38% for white. So, without further ado, let's begin. One main line in the Italian game that we will focus on first is the Giuoco piano. First, to initiate the Italian game, we will play e4. Black responds with e5 and we play knight f3, attacking the pawn. Black defends with knight c6 and we play bishop c4, the start of the Italian game. After bishop c4, Black has a variety of options to play from, one of them being bishop c5, the Giuoco piano. There are lots of options for us to play. First, let's look at b4. When we play b4, we gambit a pawn for central control. So, after Black takes our pawn, we play c3, attacking it. They retreat their bishop back, for example a5. We now play d4. Black takes, we take back, they take again, and we take back with our queen, targeting the g7 square. Black develops the knight to f6, preventing us from taking on g7. Castle on both sides, and we play bishop g5, pinning the knight to their queen. This gambit is known as the Evans Gambit. Another variation in the Italian opening is the fried liver attack. This is when the bishop and knight partner up on the f7 square. So, after e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and bishop c4, Black plays knight f6, the two knights defense. This move allows us to play the move knight g5, which the queen previously defended. This also opens up an attack for us on the f7 square, forking the queen and rook, and is also defended by the bishop on c4. The most common response by Black is pawn d5. This move lets Black reduce the tension in the center. We now take with the pawn and they take back with the knight, expecting us to take back with our bishop too. This move also allows Black to open up an attack on our knight. But here, instead of retreating or defending the knight, we surprise Black with the move knight takes on f7. This move forks Black's queen and rook. To avoid loss of material, the opponent will take our knight. We check them with queen f3. From here, there are three main lines that Black has the option to choose from. If Black plays king g8, it is checkmate in 3. Bishop takes, queen takes, we take back, they block with the bishop and we take, giving mate. We could have also alternated the moves in vice versa. For instance, queen takes, Black takes with their queen, we take with the bishop, they block with the bishop and we recapture, delivering checkmate. Black could have not sacrificed the queen and instead blocked with the bishop quickly, but it would still lead to mate either way. If Black plays king e8, we can simply take on Black's knight with our bishop. Finally, if Black plays king e6, it may get a bit tricky. First of all, this move protects the knight so we are unable to take it. Instead, we add more pressure by playing knight c3. This means Black can't take on our knight due to it being pinned by our bishop. The most common move by Black in this position is to play knight b4. This defends the d5 square and also attacks the c2 square. We can now castle. Black can't take on our pawn as it will leave the d5 square undefended. So, instead Black will reinforce it once more by playing the move pawn c6. To break the center, the only move we can play is pawn d4. So, if Black takes, we can check them with the move rook e1, check. Black is now in a tight situation with no possibility of castling.